These are slaves actually. The slaves that were taken captives from the west coast of Africa down to European markets and subsequently down to the New World, the America, where they had sugarcane plantation. Slave trade began in 1630 and ended in the 1860s. In fact, why slave trade? If you look at them here, just bring your hand and all of them sitting down. These were the slaves that were taken from the west coast of Africa down to the European markets. They were subsequently sold from there and then down to the West Indies, where they call the New World, and now the Americas. You may wish to ask, why slave trade? As at 1550 AD, coffee and tea as beverages had been discovered in Europe. You know, coffee is bitter, and tea also bitter, has this bitter taste. As a way of neutralizing or stepping down the bitter taste, they needed sugar, a neutralizer, which they found in sugarcane. And sugarcane had to be compulsorily, sugarcane plantation had to be compulsorily established in West Indies, that is the America. The original owners of America are the Red Indians. They tried the farmers there. They could not cope with the heat. So many of them died. They tried the English people. So many of them died. They could not cope until the suggestion came that they should come to the West Coast, where they had found of West Africa. They should come to West Africa, where they had found men who could withstand all weathers. They came here. They came with jewelries, met some of our Obas and Obongs, Emirs, trade for barter, they gave us their bangles and we gave them our slaves. They took them, all of them away. Millions and millions of West Africans died in the voyage down to the New World.
Which means they didn't take the slaves forcibly from Africa. It was negotiated between the nobles and the European exploiters.
They're doing not just that. The negotiations started from our own people. Okay. The British people came here to invade the West Coast. When they came, it was trade by barter. You know, those days they were personal slaves.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there were days of slavery.
Yes, yes.
Already established
before the
in Africa, before the colonial invasion. When they came down here, they saw all this, and then, look, these people want to take them abroad. It is happening till date. Want to take them abroad. So how much? They give them jewelries, they give them bangles, they give them, and they in return, as a way of trade by barter, they give them human beings. They give them our brothers and sisters. So they set sail for the journey. The voyage, it was a long one. Millions and millions of these people died.
But later on, according to my understanding, they extended the slave trade from being only selling their slaves to people all over Africa. Is that true? Because at the beginning, according to what you said, that they were giving their slaves out to European exploiters.
Yes.
But later on, they extended it to people outside their slaves.
They did all this. One thing we should be cognizant of is the fact that most people, some of these black Americans, they're from West Africa. So at the end of the day, the missionaries that came in and they preached against
slavery.
This is inhuman. We cannot continue to do this. Yes. So so that was it. Then in 1865, it was totally abolished. But then, are we going to only concern ourselves with the slave trade of the past? What about the slave trade of today? Human trafficking. What about that?
Slave trade.
It's on. When our brothers and sisters will be made to trek miles from Libya to one country to another. And today, I want to join my voice with the voices of others, all well-meaning Africans. I want to join my voice with their voices to support the clarion call for the total abolition of human trafficking.
Okay.
It is totally ungodly. It is unacceptable to humanity. God frowns at it. And so we should imbibe the culture of decency.
Is there 21st century slavery?
Oh yes, that is exactly what it means.
So this is a portrait of slaves in America.
Slaves. They will say, find lots of slaves are for sale. Men, women, and children, not sold for any part, just to settle an estate. Street cries like this called customers told the slave traders to select a likely servant or two. Humane owners try to avoid splitting up a family, but a husband might cling helplessly to his wife's hand, while the auctioneers chant elicited a bead that will separate them for life. Did you hear that? Yes. That will separate a husband and wife for life. The husband will go that way as serve as slave, and they will take them away, and they will take the wife to the other side, and the children to the other side, and they probably will miss one another for life. So you can see what they pass through. Look at human owners try to avoid splitting up family, but a husband might cling helplessly to his wife's hand, while the auctioneers chant elicited the bead that will separate them for life. When Eyrie Crowe of England sketched such scenes in Richmond in 1853, suspicious and angry dealers made him leave the market. Plantation slaves lived in crude cabins with the barest necessities, a little distance from the owner's residence. Ships left British ports carrying cargoes of textiles, weapons, beans, tobacco, and other commodities. Arriving at the west coast of Africa, the ship's captains traded by barter these cargoes with slaves who had previously been kidnapped by African slave traders. From there, overloaded with slaves, ships sailed the West Indies and America. On board ship, the slaves were packed into the holds, barely able to move. Many died during voyage and were thrown overboard. Those who survived were traded for sugar, spice, rum, and tobacco, which were carried back to be sold in Britain. The slaves were frequently chained, using branding iron neck collars and leg shackles. Look at what is going on. Look at neck shackles, leg shackles. And ladies and gentlemen, let me also remind us that even while they worked at the sugarcane plantation, their mouths were padlocked to prevent them from eating from the sugarcane.
Who wrote this?
Professor Victor Uwaifo's research.